MSNBC anchor Stephanie Ruhle is going viral for comments she made on Morning Joe over why she thinks Elon Musk bought X and what it has turned into in a clip that you're about to see that will surely infuriate anyone who cares about free speech. Free speech haters, the ladies on The View, are going crazy viral for what Joy Behar said about Joe Rogan, and you're going to want to see how Rogan responded, which is hilarious, but then also you're going to want to hear Whoopi Goldberg make an absolutely insane statement about Elon Musk at the end of the clip that I'm about to show you. And finally, things are getting very heated around Trump Secretary of Defense nominee Pete Hegseth as the media is lashing everything that they have against him. But warmonger General Mark Milley, who made the claim that Trump was a fascist to his core, has emerged from the woodwork like the snake that he is to slam Hegseth for his comments about women in combat. He lied. I have the receipts, and you're going to want to see this hypocrisy on display. I'm Zach Costello, and this is the Zach Costello Show. Pete Hegseth is under fire from all angles after being nominated to be Trump's Secretary of Defense. What Hegseth has going for him is his anti-woke, dismantle the military-industrial complex approach, which woke warmonger General Mark Milley doesn't want to be lectured about. Listen to this.
Don't lecture me about women in combat. Women have been in combat, and it doesn't matter if that 7.62 hits you in the chest. No one gives a if it's a woman or a guy who pulled that trigger, you're still dead. So if you meet the standards, our military must be and always should be a standards-based, merit-based military, period, full stop. It doesn't matter if you're white, if you're black, if you're a man, if you're a woman, if you're a Catholic, if you're a Protestant. None of those identification things matter. What matters are standards, readiness standards. Do you meet the standard or not? If yes, pass go, collect 200, join the infantry.
That's a hard dude, and I agree. Standards, that's it. That's all that matters. Problem, you lowered the standards. You liar, Mark Milley. Published by The Hill in March of 2022, Army approves reduced physical fitness standards for women and older soldiers. Following a 3-year review, the Army scrapped plans to use the same physical fitness test for all soldiers, finding that the tests were more difficult for women and older soldiers, who were failing at noticeably higher rates. No Sherlock. But here's the real kicker. They created this upgraded test in 2019, and this was after 40 years. And they did so because, as service leaders said, this standard better replicated tasks needed for combat. But the new fitness standards were quickly criticized because women and older soldiers couldn't pass them. 44% of women failed the test from October 2020 to April 2021, compared to 7% of men. What's that, Mark Milley? Oh, just a bunch of spewing lies. And that makes sense given he's talking on MSNBC to guess who? Stephanie Ruhle, who, oh, by the way, MSNBC anchor Stephanie Ruhle is going viral for comments she made on Morning Joe, wherein she had the gall to say this about Elon Musk and the MAGA movement. Listen to this.
Elon Musk bought X and turned it into the social media arm of the MAGA movement. And we all sat there right in the middle of it during the campaign, possibly not realizing that we're sitting there like fat chickens just getting attacked all day and just being part of this MAGA messaging. However, the election's over. Everybody's getting smarter and better. I'm not sure that the right idea is to leave Twitter and just go to Blue Sky, a friendlier place, because then we remain in our echo chambers. I don't think that you should necessarily stay in Twitter every day and battle it out and let yourself doom scroll of all the hate coming at you, but I want to see it.
Oh, man. Everyone's getting smarter and better, guys. These people are straight up dangerous and would take away your right to free speech in a heartbeat to protect their single narrative and agenda and ideology if they could. Thank God for Elon Musk buying Twitter so that we could actually have a place where free speech was allowed and opposing viewpoints could be heard during the 2024 election cycle. If you don't remember, last election, we didn't have that. Social media companies were manipulated by political entities, and the FBI, for example, didn't let that happen. They didn't let that free speech happen. Ridiculous stuff. unsurprisingly from MSNBC. But finally, speaking of peak ridiculousness, free speech hating, and delusion, the ladies on The View are going crazy viral for what Joy Behar said about Joe Rogan and what Whoopi Goldberg had to say about Elon Musk. This amount of absurdity that these women can fit into such a short 2-minute clip is actually pretty impressive. Check this out.
People want us divided, and they aren't just here in this country. They're foreign adversaries who are infiltrating our social media because it is prudent for us to stay that way. So when you see something that really pisses you off, you should triple check that one.
Yeah. But I think that that's why people like our show, because they know that we are checked by ABC News. But
we're checked by everybody.
Yeah. I mean, if we're wrong, we have, the legal note here.
The human legal note?
But we went from Walter Cronkite basically to this guy, Joe Rogan, who believes in dragons. I checked it. He believes in dragons? He believes in dragons.
Did you triple source that?
Yes, I did. And he also thinks that dragons, like dinosaur-y type of animals, roamed the earth when people did. So this is the type of really, really bad information that's going out there.
Well, in defense, there are some really good news.
It's possible that Donald Trump did roam the earth when dinosaurs were here.
There are some really good news kind of influencer types, and I think it's great that they're getting information about global and current events in front of younger people who maybe don't tune into traditional media. But to Sarah's point, there has to be some fact-checking and actually verification of the things that are shared, because I spend a lot of time on Instagram Reels, and I'm served up things that I get outraged about, and then I realize, oh, that's not even true, but I have the sense to go and look it up. But what I do worry about with this, like the Blue Sky versus X, because a lot of people I follow on X, Twitter, have now left to go to Blue Sky, I worry we're all going into our own echo chamber. So we had this, this election that was tense. Donald Trump won, and the right is going to stay on X, and then the left is all going to be on Blue Sky. How do we try to talk to each other?
Unfortunately, I will have to say, the other side, I think, has driven people away, because it's not just discourse. It's nasty name calling and coming after your family, and I'm going to do this to you. And I don't think anyone should have to take that from anybody if they don't have to. Well, so I'm not sure. And I think a lot of Republicans who also are getting that because they have opinions that may differ from what is being said, they're moving as well. Because, and I know why also, because, as I believe, Elon Musk is the actual vice president.
Ooh, good stuff there from the ladies on The View. Joe Rogan has embraced this new identity as a dragon believer and has updated his bio as such. But the delusion from these ladies who actually think that they are the bearers of truth just goes to prove how dangerously delusional these media outlets have become. I'm Zach Costello, and this is The Zach Costello Show.